want to remove negative content from X.com. These are very interesting. We've worked on many campaigns where there was negative X.com content, or Twitter, back when it was Twitter. We've worked on many of those campaigns. We even helped remove a tweet from William Shatner himself. Okay? I won't mention the campaign, but I can mention that. What I want you to understand is, and what we already know, is there's likely a lot of social conversation around whatever this is on Twitter. Okay? People generally create a hit thread, meaning a whole long historical chat or post with many characters. So there's going to be many, many tweets, okay? Many, many posts on X about the negative thing or a negative story. And sometimes these get likes and favorites and reshares, and that's no good because it's, on the network. But what's even worse is that they make their way into Google, because Google, within the last couple of years, wants to show more human conversations and interactions. They want to show Reddit, because these are real people sharing their real experiences. It's less advertising, it's more authentic. Same with X, not always with X, but when that gets a lot of likes, a lot of shares, a lot of favorites, a lot of reposts, linked from other sites, anything like that, it's more likely to work its way into Google. And we also find it's very sticky. It doesn't move easily once it gets there. But that doesn't mean that reputation management doesn't work. It's just going to take some time. So what we recommend you do, and this is with any site where there's a lot of conversation, is we want you to head back onto that same site. So if it's on X, go to X.com, create a profile, use a profile, either tweet yourself or hire an influencer to tweet about you with your name, okay? Because that's what's being pulled into Google. And you're going to use Google's algorithm against itself, okay? You are going to publish a tweet with your name. If the negative one had your name, this positive one you're going to make is going to have your name. You can hire someone with a Twitter account with more followers, okay? That's already going to show it's, potentially more engaging, more important. The next thing you can do is launch an ad. If you launch an ad on that tweet and you make sure it's engaging, maybe you have to put $200 or $300 into it. Really depends. But let's say it gets more favorites, more likes, more reshares. You've done that with one post on Twitter. And then you want to do that with 2 or 3 or 4 different posts, okay? Once that happens, Google's going to say, hang on a minute. There's these other more positive posts competing with this post. Now, it isn't 100%, but there's a very good chance, well over a 50% chance in our experience, that post is going to get, that post will still remain on X, the negative one, but the positive one will actually replace it in search. Okay? Or for a while, they'll both disappear, then the positive one will display on page 2 of your search results. So this is very possible. There are some instances where that post is just sticky, it's not going away. In that case, you want to create more positive conversation that you can create, that you can manufacture on various social platforms. Do it on Reddit, on a post that you can actually control. So if somebody's going to write negative content on that Reddit post, you can delete it, or you manage that subreddit. Don't just post it onto Reddit and delete your profile. You want to have control over it, right? And then you want to generate organic conversations. Get your friends, okay? Get family members to create Reddit accounts. Age Reddit accounts, ideally. Don't create them all the same day from the same IP address. Age Reddit accounts that are going to have a discussion about you that's positive and you control it, okay? And then we can do all the rest, the works, we call it. Everything else I've taught you on this channel, which is creating the personal website, creating the social media, creating all the other contextual bits of media that are going to layer into search and suppress this. Once you rinse and repeat this, it will get suppressed. If you're doing this at home, might take you 6 months, might take you 4 weeks. It really depends. We finish this on average between 3 to 5 months. We would say that maybe 5 or 6 years ago, we could have done it within 3 to 6 weeks. But now, these posts we find are just very sticky. They don't disappear instantly. You'll need to actually use a lot of effort, but they will go away. So I hope this video helped you. If you have any questions about how to remove a negative X post, click the link in the description down below. It's a Calendly link. You'll speak with me one-on-one, and I'd be more than happy to chat with you and give you a hand. My name's Nadernejad, and thank you for watching.